I know I'm early a little bit, but just want to get everything set so we can start on time. There we go. Now we got to do this. Hold on. Is that the one I want? Post. Hold on. Here we are. Oops. Dun, dun, dun. Next. Bear with. I'm getting better at this computer stuff. Should work. Hello, hello. Let me know you're here. Boy, I look awfully dark because my thing is not turned up. I like it. Hold on. Well, I think my table's shifting. There we go. That's a little bit better. I hate that because I hit the switch and it's a dimmer light, so it goes a little bit. Hey, Charlotte. I have this on mute. It's a dimmer light, so... No, I don't. Whoops, that was reminding me I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. All right, you guys. So, it's going to be fun, as usual. You know me. I'm crazy. Crazy, crazy. All right. So, I just wanted to show you guys that... Hey, Marie. Good morning. Good morning. Damon from Deco Exchange sent this nice little postcard out. And it says, hey, Carolynne, we wanted to say thank you for being a continued supporter for Deco Exchange, Damon. And it's a coupon, you know, if you spend so much money and stuff like that. And then he has, you know, this is his new shirt logo with the dogs. And it says, don't let anyone steal your pride. So I thought that was really nice of him to do that. So it's going to be right here. So today, we are going to do a cross wreath. There's all different ways you can do this. Mine is only one. Hey, Kay, good morning. My elbows are sore from leaning like this. So the object today is going to be that this is going to be in purple, as you see, and white. And I started a little bit because I kind of wanted to see how this was going to go, if it was going to pan out or if I was going to have to change my idea. And I think it's going to work. I kind of want the purple to kind of like as if it was draping, and then there'll be white in here and here, and the rest of it's all going to be white. Hey, good morning, Carolynne. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Evelyn. Hey, Julie. Good morning. Good morning. I've been up so early because, you know, I have to get up early because I don't know what time the workers come in. Sometimes it's 8, 8:30. I think he came in today, maybe close to 9. I could have slept, but it's okay. I got up and I did all this. And so this is one. I'm going to go live later tonight as well because to do another one. Not the same one, not a cross, but a different item. So we're going to go with this. Now what I did, I took, this is the, what is it, 5.5, 6-inch mesh. And I cut these at 15 inches. You're going to hear vacuuming. They will be ripping up the floor in the bedroom today. That's a story I'll tell you as we go through this. Wasn't what we thought. Hey, Julie. And I'll show you how I do all this. So I do, these are my 2 colors I have. I have some flowers that I was thinking of putting in here. I have my glue pot and glue iron going. I have some ribbon. But you guys are going to interact and tell me, you know, what you think works best. Because you guys got to be part of this. So what I did with my pipe cleaners, it's basically 12 inches long, so I cut them at basically 4 inches each. And when I'm putting them in, because we're going to continue here, now the frame you can get anywhere. There's all different styles of frames. This one happens, hey Sheila, to have like, I don't know if you can see very well, like the chicken wire in here. I'm trying to see where it looks best for you guys to see. You could see it if I move, maybe up against that. So with the chicken wire as compared to, let me raise it up a little bit. It has like the grapevine stuff around the edge, which is wired, you know, to it every so often. And then the chicken wire in here. But it also is a metal frame that goes across. There are ones that are just metal frames that you can get, you know, that have bars going across it and stuff. There's this type. There's all kinds of types. You can get one with all like grapevine looking. So, and nothing, you know, with wire in it. It's your choice. Your choice. So, hey, Brenda. Oh, good. It's hard because the phone is immediately, and here it's like an almost 10-second delay. So, as far as that goes, let me go here. So I forgot to pull you up on here too. Oh, I'm bad. All these little contraptions we have to do for this. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. And my volume's off there. Yes. So in case it doesn't come up here, I can see comments there as well. Carolynne, you're in Arizona. It's 6:30 a.m. Well, I'm glad you came to visit us. See, I didn't even see. Oh, no. Now I see that comment. Wow. Wow, well, good morning. Oh, my shirt. So this is your little hint what's coming tonight, okay? So that's all I'm saying. All right. So with these, what I did, like I said, I cut the pipe cleaners. And I'll show you what I did here. I took this 15 inches, right? And I just kind of overlapped the edges a little bit. And then I just scrunched it up. That's all I did. Now the pipe cleaner, some people, when they put this on, they're going to go from top to bottom and thread the pipe cleaner. See if let me do this. I'll do it with the white one so you can see. So as if I have it in here, and they're going to thread it through, going like this, and they're going to twist tie it in the back. Well, I chose not to do that. Hey, Sally, good morning. The cross I got from Hobby Lobby. But you can do, there's, like I said, Sheila, there's all kinds of crosses you can get. So it just depends what you want to do. Anyway, so like I said, they would thread it through this way and then tie it in the back. And then at the end, they go back and they'll clip and fold and push the things in, the pipe cleaners in. I chose not to do that. So I'm kind of treating this like a wreath. So my pipe cleaner will be coming from behind and up this way, and then I'll put the mesh here. And then at the end, I'll go ahead and I'll wind down the pipe cleaner that way so I don't have to deal with any of that. You love this cross? It can be yours. It is already listed in my Etsy shop. It has a little cross picture for right now in there. So if you do want to purchase it, it is listed. So this is kind of like trying to figure out like a map. You know, coming across and down. I'm not going to come all the way to the bottom with the purple. Hey, Diana. Hey, Kim. But, you know, part way down. And to tell you how many of these I'm going to use, I have no idea. It depends how tight you want it or how loose you want it. I'm not a person that wants to see through everything, so that's just me. All right, so now I'm going to take my pipe cleaner. I bend it a little bit, and I find where I want to go. So I'm just going to kind of come down to where I want to stop, and then I'll probably do like a second row, I think, on this. So there's no, again, right or wrong. This is just the way I am choosing to do this. Thank you, Miss Diana. And then I'll put it in. So it makes it, it's like I said, it's just like a wreath. You know, the pipe cleaners or Chanel stems are already in there. But because I'm not sure on how this design is going to go, I couldn't pre-put these in. So it's kind of like I got to do it as I go. So we're just going to make one row going down, and I'm doing it kind of like on the angle part of, if you think of, I'll use that as a background. If you think, you know, this is like, what's it, 1, 2, it's 6-sided. So I'm taking one in the angle thing, the one in the angle things, the sides of it, and I'm using that right now. You love my sign. Oh, my sign up front. I was like, I don't have a sign on this one. My daughter made that for me. Because I said, you know, it's so much easier to me to post it like that than to keep pinning it on the page. So people can find me that way through Etsy or Pinterest. So I asked her to make it, and I said it has to be a yellow background, you know me? Bright colors. But she made that and just brought it to me this past weekend, and I love it. And she bought me 3 more aprons because I said, well, I've been wearing this one here, so it's, you know, getting a little wear and tear, and I want one for when I go to shows. So I have one for that. And then the other 2, you know, just have just in case. Just in case. Hey, Janet. How my friend? How are you? Do-do-do. All right, we're doing a cross today, and these are kind of easy. I think they're easy. Now I already see from here I do have a space in here, so I'll go back and I'm going to fill that right now because I do not like spaces. I do not, especially if it looks like a hole, you know, big hole. And I put the side of these that, you know, I crunched together, like the downside where you see the opening on the bottom. So just a FYI. These are cut at 15 inches, and then I folded them in half and overlapped the edges a little bit and just crunched it up, my dear. And y'all like and share the page. Save it if you want to. If you want to go back and look, invite your friends. If you want to get alerts when I go live, type the word alert below. I think most of you guys have been here, but my little friend will send you a message in your messenger. Please respond with the word alert to her, because if not, you will not get alert messages. All right, that's better. I'm trying to keep all my pipe cleaners sticking straight up so I can see them better. This purple really blends into each other. Really good. All right, so again, taking off my little pipe cleaner, threading it through and up. And I wish I could say that I could set my pipe cleaners on this so I can just put the mesh, but you really can't on this. Oh, that's okay, Janet. Yes, Kate, cross that Hobby Lobby. Janet, just go ahead and hit anywhere on those 3 little buttons. You can save it and then, you know, come back and replay it. The pipe cleaner is 1 pipe cleaner, and I just cut them about 4 inches long. So it's like the pipe cleaner I just cut in basically 3, you know, even sections. Because you don't need a lot of pipe cleaner for this. Yeah, it will. This is not very wide. And depending, you know, putting bows and flowers on there is going to make it a little wider, but it still will fit in between, you know, your storm door and your front door, which is what's kind of nice about them. So and that's always something you got to think when you're making a wreath. You know, where do you want it to go? If you're doing like camping wreaths, there's a lot of people that go camping, and they want them for their little, you know, screen doors that they have there. So don't do a big wreath, but you can do like an 8-inch wreath or something like that for them. So keep those in mind too. Hey, Carolynne from Arizona. I have been up all night rearranging my craft room. No, Nancy, this is, the mesh is, I don't know, it's like 5.5 or 6 inches, 6 inches. And that's all that it is, and I cut them at 15-inch lengths. So that I didn't need a lot. You could do it at 6-inch mesh. You can do it if you want to, 10-inch mesh. That's going to make it more poofy this way. It's your choice. Thank you, Carla. So the reason why I'm starting with the purple is since I want this to be draped down the purple and then fill the rest in with the white. So I don't know if that, you know how they have the purple cloth is draped. It's usually draped from behind in the two shoulders and hangs down. Well, you can't have this hanging down. So I thought I'd do it as a drape this way on it. If that makes sense to everybody. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. All right. So, everybody asked me what's going on in my house and how's it going. Well, I haven't posted any pictures because I think I posted one picture last week, and then Thursday I kind of did a little tour for y'all on what's going on, because there's not much to show. It's mudding and pasting, you know, prepping the walls now for everything. Today they're going to be ripping up the floor, and that's a whole nother story. Yeah, I think it's a perfect size. I think that 6 inches is a perfect size. So again, I'm cutting it at 15 inches long, and I take the mesh, fold it in half, overlap it a little bit, and then scrunch it together. Oh, I don't have any more purple pipe cleaners. Wah! Hey Sherry, how are you? And this is what I did with these. You can be as perfect as you want or as not. This is me being Miss Perfect. I kind of lay it on the board and I cut 4 inches. Do you have to do it this way? No. But that's just me. Alright, so I fold it one part over, I overlap it a little bit, and then I just scrunch it together. That's all I'm doing. The pipe cleaner I'm threading from the top, to come around and up like a J. It's hard to show you. Now I can move the camera in closer if you want to see it. I could do more of an overhead if that works for you guys, which is not, or a little bit closer. I can't do overheads because I have a big table here. So you're not as far away. Because you're kind of seeing some of the other things on the table here. Some flowers that we can use. Nope. I don't use a wood burner tool, Janet. Some people do. Some people don't. I don't. You could. It is your choice, my dear. I just never have. Alright. So I think that's about as far as I want to come down right now. And I can always add. I don't know if I wanted to come more off on an angle. I may want to do that. So let's start filling in some of the white. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move you guys in a little closer so you can see a little bit better. Alright, so you're not going to see all this mess here. So hold on. Here comes the jiggle. Moving in as close as I can, and then I'll angle you guys down. Look at that, amazing. Look, okay. So you're not going to see me, but you'll see what I'm working on a little bit better. Alright, so now I've pre-cut some of the white. I don't know how much I'm going to have to use of all these colors, but we'll figure it out. So like I said, I've put the pipe cleaners on it, trying to save a step. And now where the purple is, because I know this side, I'm done with, you know, putting the purple. I'm happy with it. Let's see if I can do this so I can show you. So I'm looking for the closest spot right now. And I'm hooking it right in there. And then I'm going to put my little bow, my little ruffle. Oh, you like this view, Kay? Great. I mean, I could see it. I can move you guys a little down more if you want to come a little closer into my world of nuttiness. So see, the pipe cleaners are on the top here, not from behind. So all this will stay, you know, nice and smooth with the pipe cleaners here, so you don't have to worry about cutting and bending them. And that's the reason why I'm choosing it to do it the way I'm choosing to do it. Let me just take that one out. Where are you? Sometimes you can't see where these guys are starting. All right. I still feel, because I keep pulling it closer to me. Let me see if I can get you guys a little bit closer. Hold on. You're going to get seasick. Hold that thought. I got to move a box from down here. And then that will make it a little bit easier. I can move you closer. Even closer. Closer, they say. Oh, look at that. Sorry for all the jiggling. I'm just trying to make it good for you guys. I gotta walk between all the boxes. Hold on. If it's not one thing, it's another, I tell you. Good morning, Lillian. Here we go. That's a little bit better. Oops, I'm over here. All right, so like I said, I've made these, and I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to thread the pipe cleaner out. I'm not going to put anything on the, like what would be grapevine. I'm just using the chicken wire to put my little ruffles on. God, it feels weird having you guys so close like that. I want to look up at the camera, but I can't because you guys are so close. All right, so here's another one. And again, you don't have to pre-do these since you're putting the pipe cleaner in after, like I'm doing it. But you may find a better way that works than this, and that's fine. I'm trying to do it so you guys can see. And I think one more over on this side. And again, I cut these at 15 inches long, these, and just kind of folded them in half and overlaid the edges a little bit. Sorry, this makes it awkward for me, so. Good morning, Marcia. And just putting this in. These kind of, I'm not putting these ruffles in like all the same way, so some are going this way, that way. Kind of makes it a little bit more fun. Nope, see, look at that big old hole. Hello, what was I thinking? That's a big old hole in there. Good Lord, Carolynne. All right, so back to my house. So today we were trying to save our floor that was up there because, I mean, it's 9 years old. It's a purple floor, and it's still, there's nothing wrong with it. But when they took out the bench that was in there, we have to replace it. And we had some wood, some of the pergo, but not enough. Good morning, Patty. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Trudy. Good morning, good morning. And so I've been hunting for the last 3 weeks, calling pergo, and it's just been a mess. We found something very, 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 very similar, just a little bit slightly different in the color. But when you walk into the bedroom, stop. You know, there's going to be a rug there, and then the bed and all the furniture, so you're not even going to notice really the difference on it. So I ordered it yesterday. It takes about 2 weeks to come in, and which is all good. And so today they're going to rip out the entire floor upstairs. And it's just the two guys that are here. And I said to them, I said, well, you know, that's a king-size bed in there, and hopefully you guys are feeling very strong. And I gave them, I have what they call sliders you can put underneath. I think one more might do it here. Right there. We'll see. I may be even more picky. I like my things nice and tight, like I said. I don't want to leave gaps and holes. But again, you could do this however you want. I'm going to put that one down. It'd be easier if I had 2 fingers. There we go. Yay. Get in there, my little fluffy friend. So I hear him right now with the vacuum upstairs because they're still priming some of the walls, you know, like sanding it and stuff. So my house is just a dust ball. That's all I have to say. All right. Where did you get the base? The base I got at Hobby Lobby. But you can get any of this is a chicken wire type base. There's one, and you could see the metal frame. Now this is even closer. There's ones that have metal frames, metal bracket bars going all the way across that you can get. This is the chicken wire. There's ones that the entire thing is made out of the grapevine. It's just your choice of what you want to do. And this is just one I chose. So that's what it's going to kind of look like there. So everything else up here is going to be white. So I'm going to start close to the purple and work my way out. And we'll see. And this is 6-inch mesh. But you can, you know, buy these crosses anywhere. So let's peel this baby back. And let's try right here and see how it looks. Sorry, I keep pulling it closer to me. No, it's 6-inch mesh. You can do 10-inch mesh if you want to. It's just going to make it, you know, higher this way. You could do this in curls if you want to. I'm choosing to do this ruffle on it, and that's just my choice. But you know, just have fun with it, y'all. You can do, you could do it like little poofs if you want to do something like that. Oh, that would have been fun to do. I should have tried that. Oh, maybe another one. All right, stay. Hold on. Let's do that while I get this. That might make my life a little easier, since I try to pre-do these. All right. Good morning, Teresa. How are you, my friend? So like and share, you guys. If you're new, type the word alert down below so that we can have more people come and play with us. Also, another way is if you press on those little, type anywhere on the screen and the little 3 dots up above that come on the left-hand side, type those so you can get notifications in case my bot is on the fritz. That way you'll still get it through Facebook, if that makes sense. Ugh. No problem. No problem, Tree. Like when you do a... Yes. You could do it. And that's funny you say that, Sally. Thanks, Julie. I thought about that for this, doing it like a poof candy cane. And I don't have any candy canes up here. The poof candy canes, what we do, we make loops here and loops here, spread it. Now I don't know, this may be a little bit wider, so you may, instead of using like a 2.5 inch, you may have to go with a 4-inch ribbon to help cover it. Yeah, that's why I chose this. People, you know, you could do the cross in any color you want. But I was choosing the purple to kind of simulate a little bit better you know, the purple drape that comes down. And I think it's coming okay. I think it's looking okay. I can always change it in places too. And again, I'm making this tight, so I'm using my bow dabber here, my easy bow. You could use your bow dabber if you want to hold that while I find another little rail to put these things in. It's easier to have two hands. But you could do this in a lighter purple. Like you guys can't see right now because I have the ribbon all off to the side here because I came in tight so you guys can see. But I mean, if somebody wants a specific color, like if they want to do the same thing to put at a grave site and they have maybe pink they like or green or something, you can change it up and do it that way as well. But I chose this one, this color, for today. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, so back to my house. So they're going to be painting. I picked out my paint colors last night, and then we were discussing how the closet was going to be set up. So they're going to do a mock-up. It's going to be a basic closet inside, like 2 rows of bars, and then a shelf that goes straight across, and then we're having some extra shelves put in there. So it's kind of hard to visualize how it's going to look. So he's going to do a little bit of a mock-up for us, which will be kind of nice. But this week it's all going to be painting, you know, sanding and ripping up the floor, which, like I said, isn't what we wanted to do with the floor, but we didn't have a choice in the long run. So it is what it is. You know, you start those projects and then you pay one expense and then it keeps going. So this is week 5 of them starting the work, and they said 6 to 7 weeks. Well, now that we have to do the floor, it takes 2 weeks for the floor to come in. So that would be close to the 7 weeks, or maybe in the end of 6 weeks, beginning of 7 weeks. So I just know this project is not going to be ending like they said. I'm watching from work. Yay, Susan! Oh, for the bedroom, I picked out 2 colors of grays. Oh, and I meant to pick up a swatch of them last night. Shoot, I wrote them down and I went to go order my floor. And I meant to pick up the paint swatches. They're grays. So like the bedroom is going to be in a light gray color. I have gray in there now, so this is going to be a little bit lighter to make it look bigger. The bathroom is going to have a darker gray tone in it, and I'll get swatches because I have to go out later because I got to order the blind. I got to get the blinds cut to put in there so that they can put it up, and I forgot to do that last night. So no, Laura, this is 5-inch mesh. I don't cut the 21-inch mesh. I'm not one of those people to do that. You could if you want to. It's up to you, but I think it just adds more to the fraying issue of it. But that's just a personal preference, Laura. But this is 5-inch mesh. It's just already cut, and it's easier, you know, for me to do. Oh, look, I'm out of white. Guess we're going to be cutting some white, ladies. I wasn't sure how many to cut. I had no idea. Oh, I got an extra one. My white one, I'll say it's right now, it will be a complete white roll because I had 2 extra rolls, so to speak. And I hope I have more. Oh. The purple one is, because it's only a small amount, that's 1 roll of purple, and I still have, you know, plenty of purple left. So, because that's not like a whole roll at all. But the white, I will say right now, with what I had and what I will be using, would probably be at least 1 roll. It may be more. And that's because it depends how close you put your ruffles here. Oh, I'm sorry. And I did cut this. Thank you, Morrissey. I did cut these in 15-inch lanes. Thank you. Yeah, these are cut in 15-inch lengths. If you want it shorter, it's up to you. If you want it longer, you can go 20 if you want. But I think, you know, for me right now, I think 15 is a good size for what I'm doing with it. But you may find you want to do something longer. You know, it's funny, when my son's bathroom is in 2-color grays, and grays were the colors to do. It's kind of like a neutral color, I'll say, for things. And it goes with a lot of things. When you think of white, goes with everything too, you know, kind of a thing. And so, good morning, Dawn. How are you, my friend? And I've had, like, when we moved into the house, the walls were like a pink color. And it was one of those colors, like, you looked and you had to think about it hard. Is it pink? Is it not pink? You know, like one of those. It was so faint. Then my daughter picked out a color, and it was like a green. It was an ugly green. But I didn't have the heart to tell her I hated it. So when she eventually went off to college and stuff like that, I changed it up. All right, so you're not going to see me on here because, like I said, I moved you guys in closer. So I'm going to cut some more white mesh. I'll probably just cut this whole thing up because it's not a lot on here, and I think I'll probably use the whole thing. I hope I have another roll. Oh, I do have another roll. Yay. Actually, I thought I did. So let me move some of this stuff out of the way. Here's my roller. All right. So we're going to cut a bunch of these. And again, I cut them at 15 inches. The ugly thing there. And I just cut. And there we go. 15 inches. Whoops. This is the exciting part, isn't it? But you guys got to help me with all the ribbon. I can come up with these ideas. Oops. But ribbons I like to get you guys involved with because it makes it more fun for you guys to have some input. I'm at the end of my roll, so hopefully I got enough to do at least 30. Oh, I'll leave that one a little bit longer. So let's see. We can always add more, which I know I'll probably need. Woo, my sign. All right. Hey, Marcy. How are you, my friend? All right, so I just scrunch these up. And I'm using my Easy Bow. I'm going to do a couple of these. And just stick them in here. Now you can use the bow dabber as well. And that way it makes it go a little quicker. Fold them in half, overlap them a little bit, and just scrunch those babies up. Hello, Miss Beth. How are you today? Bet you're getting excited. The wedding's getting closer. Hey, hey, hey. When is the wedding? Is it in May? I know it's always exciting. Weddings are always cool. I did 2 of my daughters. And I have twins. And they got married 11 months apart. So for 2 years I was doing weddings. I said I should be a wedding planner. Sipping coffee and getting ready for the day to start. How are you? My day started, Marcy. I was up like at 6. I've been waking up early. Oh, this is the long one. And it's just one of those things, you know, you got so much on your mind in the sense of saying, and I'm just one of those people that are like crazy, like your brain goes and you can't sleep and you're up and you're thinking and da-da-da-da-da. So, April 27th. Dun, dun, dun. That's like a month. Oh my gosh. That's exciting. That's exciting, Beth. I know you guys are excited. All right, so pipe cleaners. I cut one pipe cleaner in 3. 4 kids, 4 weddings. Ugh, all big ones. Both my girls did big ones too. And we made a lot of the stuff, you know, for it as well, just because we're crafty. But it's so funny because both the weddings were so different. One was like, no, we're not doing the chicken dance and stuff like that. Whereas the other one's like, yeah, let's just have a party, you know. And it's just funny how different they were, you know. But they were all, you know, in my opinion, good weddings and stuff. And I think everybody had fun, so I can't complain. But I only have the 3 kids. My son is the only one who isn't. So I guess time will tell. If he asks this girl he's been dating now for like, hello, like how many years? I kind of forced myself to sleep today. My heart seems to race and I'm lacking on sleep. I got 8 hours. Good for you. You know what helps? When I was working in retail, sometimes, you know, because I'd come home at night and your brain is still like going. And the same thing, you got to learn to figure out how to force yourself to go to sleep in a sense of saying. And I do a sleep mask, and that really shuts the light out. And even when the, you know, sun rises in the morning, you still may have blinds and stuff. But to me, I found that to be very helpful without, you know, taking drugs and stuff like that. Heading to North. Oh, is it going to be down in North Carolina? Oh, that's right, because you have your place down there, Beth. Oh, that's exciting, though. That's exciting. Well, you're going to have fun. You're going to have fun at the wedding. I know you're really excited he's getting married and everything. You're going to get a daughter-in-law. So that's really exciting for you. Whoops. Come here, twist tie. All right. So it's coming along. It's coming along. It's just a little tedious on these, some of these things like this when you're doing them. But you figure it out and you work through it. And again, how close you want this, like this, if you want spaces in it. I don't like spaces. I don't want, especially with white mesh, I don't want people being able to see through. Nature call. Hey, I know how that goes, Horsey. I worked retail for 34 years, and I worked for, you know, a bunch of companies because of moving around, you know, being in the military, as we say. And why is this one so short? Okay. And I don't miss it. But this is like retail anyway, you know, if you think about it, because, you know, you're working at a business, but although it's your own business, you don't have to worry about who's not coming into work and all that other stuff. Kim, I decided to only do one side. If I do it here, it's going to look like a V. So I decided just to, once I get the white coming in here and coming, just to kind of make it what I'm hoping to be more of an angle, if that makes sense, just on one side of it. Because if I did it this way, it would just look like a V, and or Y, excuse me, not a V. And I didn't know if I cared for that look. Does that make sense? And I think once putting... you know, I want to put a bow here, I was thinking. And in putting the bow and maybe flowers, I don't know, flowers off, I have some purple, like small white tulips and stuff. So that's my game plan, but we'll see how this turns out. I may not like it this way. I mean, there's going to be white in here, so this is going to be a little bit more narrow. I think I'll put one strip of white coming down here on the side. And this side has more space. But this is kind of there's no like pattern. It's kind of like do it as I go. So Sears is a good company to work for. Sad that they're not here. I still always remember getting the Sears robot catalog and writing down the pages of where I want toys for Christmas and stuff. I remember doing that in JCPenney catalog. And it's just sad that a company, you know, that's been around for all those decades and years is gone. You know, just like Kmart. I mean, you know, a lot of people don't like Kmart and stuff. You know, it's fine. But I think once Walmart became so big as what it is, I think that's, you know, what happened with Kmart. That's how I view it. And of course, Toys R Us we lost, and Montgomery Ward's, all like these old stores that I was used to growing up with are all gone. But, you know, got to go with the changes, and if you don't, you lose. You know, as they say, so it is what it is. All right. So again, I'm not doing any of these to go around the outside, and I know it's hard for you guys to see exactly what I'm doing because I guess I could turn it around this way. I'm just coming up on the chicken wire, and I'm putting it in through that way. Dun, 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 dun. Look, we got to cut more white. Same here, Marcy. I mean, there was like one, oops, hold on, store left here, and you know, they have their, I don't know, it might be a catalog or like what do you call it, like mechanic stuff, and that's it. Hey, Tammy. The tulle, oh, that might be pretty, Kim. Yeah, you can do whatever type of fabric you want. I mean, not fabric, or material. Tulle would be pretty too. I haven't seen one in a tulle. I've always seen in the mesh. But that sounds pretty. Probably less fraying, and being thinner, you might have more that you have to make. But it's all good. All good. So this will be considered my second roll. This is a brand new roll. And again, depending how tight you make this will depend how much you actually have to use. So I can only tell you rolls right now. I can't tell you how many of this color or that color at this point, at least. All right, so let's bring you back. So I think, I don't know, one or two, maybe more on this side. We'll have to see. All right, fold it in half, cross over the edges a little bit, scrunch it up. Oops, let me bring this baby back and put some in here. Do a couple of them because we know we're gonna need them. We know we're gonna need them. And the side that I have where I folded it over, that's the side I always put down so that it's not facing up in here, if that makes sense to you all. I'd rather have a prettier side on the front. Oh, okay. Well, see, then you're in the right house, Miss Diane. Well, this is just one way to do them. You can do it like this, too. You can take your mesh, and you can do a curl. Now, this isn't a tight curl, and it's not going to look too pretty. And you can do it as a curl and do the same method if you want to do it that way. You could. This is 5-inch mesh. You can use 6-inch mesh if you want to. It's just going to make it more dimensional here. And it depends on which frame you use as well, which style frame. So there's a lot of variables. But you can save this if you'd like. Just tap anywhere on the picture, and then in the top, what would be your top right corner for you, you'll see 3 little white dots that will appear. and just hit on the one that says to get says save, and you can save this if you want to use it as a reference. Oops, go back in the box. Hey. But like I said, this is just one way. This is from my Bodabra. I should have brought the Bodabra out because as the more I push down on these, the wider the sticks get apart. Whoops. So let's start with there. And we're bringing the pipe cleaner up to the top. So that way that it's just like when you're doing a wreath, you know, you have the pipe cleaner up top. And just setting it in and twist tying it. So that way the back of the wreath, the pipe cleaner is not, you don't have to worry about cutting it. So I'll curl these down at the end because I'm not putting anything in there. I think maybe one more here. I always say one more and then it's like, huh. YouTubers is even we're on our way. Oh, good. What size of mesh? The mesh is cut at 15 inches long. And then I just folded it in half. I think I got two there. Folded it in half, overlapped them a little bit, and then scrunched them up. So they're little bitty scrunches. Oh, that sounds pretty. All right, so I think that's enough there. I'll usually hold it up to the light and see where I see holes. I want to come down here because this is easy up here. I want to do some down here so we can start seeing how the purple is going to be and if I have to change it. No problem. No problem, my dear. No problem. So we're going to stick this right up here next to the purple. Oh. And we'll see how this looks. Or I may not put the white on the outside. We'll have to see. We're gonna try it out, ladies. I may like it just the purple. We'll see. We'll see. Let's try it. Let's try it. Yeah, Marcy makes beautiful aprons. Very talented lady. I don't know if I like that. Look at it. The reason why is because it makes it look like the purple and then cuts the purple off here. It's almost making it like a little windy S thing. And I don't think I like that white being there. I don't mind the white to come on this side, I think. But I don't like it here. Do you guys agree? I'm using pipe cleaners, Diane. I cut them. It's one pipe cleaner and I cut it in 3 sections, so about 4 inches long. Move my rotary color over, please. This one. It has a lock on it. Yeah, you agree. It breaks it up right here. It looks like there's only that. So, yeah, I don't like that. See? And that's what's so great about these. You can just pull that baby up. So I think the purple's right up against the edge anyway. But I think this side is where I need to bring the white. So everybody agrees we're not putting the white on that side. We'll bring it down on this side. I gotta find a space. Now some of these you can always just start at the top and work your way down and alternate colors. But since I'm doing what I'm hoping to be a good design here, it makes it a little difficult. Let me turn this around. In trying to map it out because you can't, there's no map. Yeah, no? But it's fun to play. Oh, I'll redo that one. Sally, it looks. Yes, it looks. Yeah. Mississippi, hello, Miss Linda. How are you? Welcome to the house. Nonna's crazy little nut house. We're doing a cross today. And I'm sticking the wire up and through the chenille stem. Or pipe cleaner, however you want to choose. Whatever word you want to choose. Just say, call it. Like and share the page, you all. Send your friends over. Let's have some fun. And if you want to get alerts from me, just type the word alert. Thanks, Linda. Thank you, thank you. Ugh. Oops, wait. I was like, what kind of cleaner? All right, I gotta turn this around for a second. See, I already see a hole right here. There's a hole. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza. Maybe I'll thread it this way. You guys remember those songs? Probably eventually will be count after you get done for them. Yes, but again, Tammy, I can count how many white ones I put in and how many purple ones. But again, it's going to be up to you on how tight you want to make it. Are the edge of the chicken wire covered, or do you have to watch so you don't get hurt? What it is, there is a metal. It's metal, if you can see the bracket here. And then what they did, they took the, I'll use it like grapevine, little twiggy things, and just outline that. The chicken wire is, I'm trying to look to see, it's like welded, I guess the word would be. They have pieces of wire to wrap the chicken wire around like this, which also holds in, you know, the little twig things. So it's all connected that way. And I want it, let me flip it around this way and see if I can see. Yeah, they kind of, you can't see really. I don't know if this works for you. They kind of, where the chicken wire came on here, onto here, it's welded right here where they cut it. Can you guys, whoops, I'm too close that way. Hold on. Got a delay. So up. Let's see if that works. Oh. So it's welded right here onto the bar. It's kind of hard for you guys to see that. Yay, all those alerts, yay! I like having people come play with us. All right, let me turn it back around this way. It's like I'm doing this upside down and backwards for, you know. So here on the, as you can see, it might be easier. See the purple? I have it almost like a straight line going down from here. See how it kind of forms like this? Okay, so now we're going to do the white kind of just down on this side. And again, how close do you want it? Because you can see there's spaces in here, and then it's really close, and it just depends. You know, but like I said, I'll go back, and if I don't like it, you know, if I think there's a hole, I'll go back. So I'm going to see about skipping one and see how that looks. I like threading it this way. That makes it a little bit easier for me. I got the cross at Hobby Lobby. No problem, Marcy. Oh, what did I do? There we go. All right. Oop, got that one. I think I got two down here. But the crosses you can find online, you know, they have them all where the whole thing is grapevine, or it's all wire and no chicken wire. So, it's all good. I do like flipping it around this way and doing this. It does make it easier for me. So let's come down here. And like I said, I chose to do it this way, just like you would do a wreath, just because, oops, it does the backing, it stays smooth. You don't have to worry about cutting the wire from behind after you twist it and worrying about it scratching somebody's door or window. And keep in mind, there you could put this on a door with a door hanger, or if you have an outside door, you can go ahead and get, it's like those suction cup kind of ones, that you can suction cup it up there, you know, on the outside of the glass, on the glass. I do like doing it that way. This makes it easier. Okay, so far, what do you guys think? Now, like I said, we're going to put a bow, so you're not going to see all this white in the long run. So it's not going to be like so white in your face, you know, kind of thing. I'm not doing it on each wire hole, Tammy. If you can, I don't know if you can see, like here's the white. So like there's one here and here and here. Then there's one here. It's kind of like I'm skipping around. I'm not doing it every single one going a certain way. This I see might have, it seems like I have a lot more here, but it just depends how squishy. I think I went really tight here and a little bit looser here, but it still looks fine. You know what I'm saying? So again, how tight do you want it, or how more spread out do you want it? So, but I haven't counted, to be honest. As far as how many of these, and I'll count them at the end to give you guys a rough idea. But I hope I don't run out of white. That's my only thing, because I don't know if I have another white one. And that's, like I said, that's where it comes down to, is however many you put and however tight it is going to make a difference on how much mesh you use. So right now on this, going down the side, I am doing every other one. And I'm going to see how that looks. Thanks, you all. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Kim. It's just, you know, you can, like I said, you can make these any color you want. Or, you know, if you want it all solid color and just make your bow the color you can of whatever the person likes. And that's what's fun about making wreaths. Now, of course, you're working with mesh and everything frays all over the place because I'm flipping this baby upside down and backwards again and again and again. So, and since we're doing kind of a design on this, no way to really map it out. So, oh, you guys can't see my shirt. So I will be going live tonight. If you can see my shirt, I'll duck my shoulder in. Yeah, you can see it. It's red, white, and blue. That's my hint. Hey, Sandra. That's my hint of what it's going to be. That's all you're going to get. Now the question is, do I want to bring the purple all the way down or leave it where it is? What do you guys think? So, yes to bring it down. No, leave it where it is. You guys tell me. Yes to bring it down, or no, leave it where it is. And leaving it where it is just like where it falls like this. Nancy says yes. I'm getting my little curly brushy thing. Oh, such talent. You're so silly. Yes, yes, yes. So yes to bring it down and end it here, the purple. Cool. I was thinking that too in doing this. I was like, oh, if I stop it there and put white, I don't think it would look right. Yes, it is. Yeses, it wins. Yay. Yay for the yeses. All right. So some more purple. I don't know. We'll try 5 more purple. So let me move all my stuff out of the way. Oh, white, go over there so you don't get intact. Let's see how 5 more go. And that's just a guess. Are you putting the twist ties from the back because it does make it cleaner, Julie, and that's one reason. The second reason is because I didn't want the pipe cleaner, because when you twist tie them and then you got to cut them and try to bend them, I felt that for that reason there that it still could scratch somebody's door. So I chose to do it just like a wreath would. If that answers your question. Rotate this around. So let's crunch up some purples. So the purples are cut, the purple and white are cut at 15 inches. We fold it in half, overlap it, and we just scrunch it up here a little bit. And then I'm using my easy bow maker just to hold them. I could use my bow dabber too. Yeah, and again, Julie and everybody, it's really what you prefer. Is it easier to have it and poke it through and then, you know, all twist tie? Probably. But I didn't want to have to go back and then try to cut all these. So I'll show you what I'll do. I got out my fancy little pencil that I always use. Look at, I forgot to take this out. Cheapers, Carolynne. That just kind of keeps them from coming up. I'll show you what I'm going to do with the pipe cleaners too. Whoops, stay. Stay, stay, stay. And some people may want to put on the back of it, they may want to cut velvet or something like that. I'm not doing that. And there's nothing wrong with not doing that. Just a personal preference. So this is the back. So you can see the pipe cleaners, they're nice and smooth. So if you brought one up, doing it the other way, come here, pipe cleaner. And then you got to twist tie it closed, right? Then you got to go back and you'll cut it, and then you got to tuck it in. Whoops, I'm a little too close. Sorry, I'll wait a second. There we go. So if you bring it up from the front and then, you know, you twist tie it closed, right? Then you got to cut it and then you got to bend these back in. So it will still look clean, but I'm trying to save myself a step by doing it the other way. So these stay smooth. I don't have to worry about it. And then what I do is, it's just a pencil I use. You can use whatever. I'll go back to these, make sure they're twist tied a little bit, and I'll take the pencil here and I'll just wind it down from here, just like, you know, people do when you do a wreath. And I'll do that to all of them, but that's something I'll do at the end. All right, so let me flip this over. So we need to come across, I want to still come on an angle this way, so I think I'll take it all the way down to the corner here. So I got to flip this around and see how this is going on my end. So bear with me. Bear with. This is a little science project. Where I got to stick it. Okay. It's not, it's like cross stitching in a way, or it's not like cross stitching. If anybody does sewing here, I used to do count and cross stitch, and you got to count and, you know, make sure everything goes the proper direction and you got the right color in there. Where did my other pipe cleaner end go? Okay, here we go. No, Sally, I'm going to try to go on early. I'm like these workers up here. I don't know how long it's going to be with them. And I try to wait till they leave. I usually go on somewheres around 7-ish or so, which will probably be around that time frame. Because, you know, I know there's some people that were on here or were that, you know, got to go to bed early because they got to go to work early. So I try to accommodate for that and not being up too late. And it's after dinner time for everybody too, you know, if I go on around that time. People are, you know, maybe getting kids into bed, who knows. It's like there's never a good time. You know how that goes? Never a good time. So you don't have to be as OCD as I am with this and cutting them exactly at, why isn't that one not cutting? At 4 inches, but that's just me. Yeah, I'll send out a broadcast and I'll put it on Facebook so you guys know, as well. And I try to do it at least an hour before so that everybody, has enough time. I used to put them out earlier in the days and let everybody know that, oh, I'm going tonight at this time, and which I can still do, but some people forget. Life gets in the way. And so I figure just an hour before, people still see it. But if you guys have an idea or something, I'm willing to listen and learn. Oh, look, 5 is about right. Let's see. Let's see. I got to look at it this way to see if I like the... Yeah, I think I'll put one more. One more at the bottom here. Get in there, baby. Oh, look at that. I did it backwards. I'm so used to doing wreaths. Oh, well. I was bound to have one come out the wrong way. There we go. Yeah, 5 was right. Now it's all about the white. It's all about the white. So now we got to bring in the white coming down this side. Wait. I have to cut some more pipe cleaners. Pop it right through there. Come on up. Oops. And I have to decide which one I'm going to do for tonight because I pulled out, literally, this wasn't one of them at first, pulled out 6 things I wanted to do. And yesterday, because I was like, I was going to go live yesterday, and then the designer came later than expected. My granddaughter was here later than expected, and then because we had to go order the floor, so by the time I got home and everything last night, it was already like 6:30, and I still hadn't pulled exactly what I wanted to do together. So I was like, oh, this ain't gonna work. So I chose not to go live last night for that reason. And I said, okay. So I got up early this morning and I said, let's just get this together. And I said, I just bought this cross actually yesterday. And I said, let's do a cross. Because Easter is here and there's a lot of people from memorials and stuff. And again, if they're like, keep in mind, like if they're a firefighter, maybe you want to do it in red and black, or policeman, blue and black. So keep those all in mind. Oops. As far as doing that. I'm going to cut 2 more and see where that leaves me. I like the purple with it. The purple really pops out. And I think, like I said, because there's the white is like, whoa. Once we put the bow on there, that will tone that down some. Hi, Gary. How are you? How are you doing this morning? We're making a cross. You guys you're looking at it upside down right now. We're doing a purple cross, like as if the purple cloth is draping over. So that's how we're doing this today. Instead of just mixing in, a bunch of colors. So like I was saying, you could do this in fireman colors, like red and black. Do it a policeman if it's somebody for, a policeman that has passed away and you want to put it on a gravesite like that. Or hanging in your door, whatever, It's, you know, just be creative. Creativity is the way to go. All right, let's see how many. Good Lord, I feel like all I've done is fold and scrunch, fold and scrunch. Hello, Miss Barb. Hi, Donna. How are you? Come on in and say, come play with us. Ooh, whoops, get back in there. Get back in there. Stay. Stay, I say. All right, I got a couple of white pipe cleaners. Going to have to cut some more. Sinus infection. Everybody's getting sick. I mean, knock wood, sorry to say. I had a headache the other day, and I'll tell you what, just the headache alone can knock you out. And it, you know, we've had company over the weekend. I'm going to flip this over, you guys, so I can see. And the problem with, you know, not the problem of having company, is that I went from one bedroom to another bedroom, back to the other, you know, and I was sleeping on different mattresses and all. And it was just crazy. My neck, you know, I just slept wrong is what it is. But I feel you. Everybody's having sinus infections, ear infections, viruses. And I guess to say I'm lucky since I'm housebound right now with all this construction. So now, I think that's all the white on this side. And I think now, just come with a little bit of white going down here. So let's start it right, just a little bit. I think right about here would work. Yeah, everybody's been sick, but because I've been housebound, I've been kind of missing getting sick, and no offense, I'm glad. My granddaughter will get a little sniffy nose, and then I'll wind up with that for like a day or two. But I guess, you know, I don't get as sick, needless to say, as she does. And knock wood, she really hasn't been that sick. And being in the preschool, you know, gosh, Lord, you know, they pass everything around, kind of thing. I keep doing it so I can see it, but thanks, Teresa. I think it's looking pretty cute. It's just a little time consuming because there's so many ruffles. And look at me, I got it like pressed up against me like, One more white. One more. Oh, I'm going to have to cut more white pipe cleaners. Look at this. You think I have enough white pipe cleaners here? Just a few. Just a few. This is a bag of 350. I don't even know where I got this. I don't know where... But I love it. Oh, Michaels. I wrote it. I wrote my M for Michaels. I got it on Michaels. 300 white pipe cleaners. Because I'm tired of buying those little bags of like, you know, 20 or whatever. I'm the type that, no, I'm not running to the store every time. Oh, you've been sick too? Yeah, it's tough with everybody being sick. Thanks, Linda. So I think, what did I say? One more down here, I think. So I'm doing this kind of reverse and just sticking this through this way so that the bottom stays nice and soft with the pipe cleaners. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, I so wish I had music on. Because it's nicer for you guys to listen to music. Oh, it's so funny. I'm looking here on my iPad and it shows up really purple and white. But on my computer, the purple looks like a blue. Wow. That's wild. All right, so I think that's all I want to put as far as white goes down there. I think that I'm going to turn around so I can see it. I think that looks pretty cool. So now white. Oy. Oy, 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 oy. Wait. Oh, the jury's still on since the coffee isn't gone yet. I thought I was reading it, Marcy, that when you were playing to Barb, that I thought it said jury. I was like, what? Injury, rather. And I was like, injury? What happened? I thought, what did I miss? But it is, and it's a nice day out today. I'm going to have to go take my dog for a walk because I know she's, you know, she's been antsy. The nicer it's been getting, she really wants to go out and play with her ball. And I have one of these, I call it the cannon. And it shoots one ball at a time. But she loves to run and chase it. She'd be so good for one of those dogs in like those dog shoes that run down, jump over those little hoopy things, little hurdles, and grabs the ball out of it like an agility. Look at y'all. See, everybody knows each other. This is nice. Oh, that's right. It is the first day of spring, isn't it? What is today? I thought it was the 21st. I don't know why I'm thinking it's not. Yeah, I heard the birds. Where was I? Oh, breakfast this morning. I was sitting in the other part of the house and I heard the birds outside. I said, oh, they're hinting that they want food in the bird feeder, I guess. So I was like, okay, I guess I got to do that today. Get the bird feeder. The hummingbird feeder we usually don't put out yet because it's still, like, it's supposed to rain again this week. Was it Thursday? I guess it is. Happy spring to you too, Diane. Oh, is it? Is it her birthday? Is she at school, Barb? Well, tell her I said happy birthday. Rachel is Barb Cass's daughter. Oh, yay. How old is she? I can't keep track of my own kids on how old they are. I can't keep track of somebody else's kids. Oh, she's in school. Well, I bet you that's a good place because, you know, all her friends are there. Yay, spring is here. Hopefully no more snow. God, Lord. I think I'm going to run out of white, y'all. I don't know. I may. Let's see. I'm going to say at least 5 more, but I bet you it's going to be 6. Today, oh, she's 15. Dun, dun, dun. All right, those of you that are just coming on, I'm cutting these at 15-inch strips. And this is 6-inch mesh. And we're just curling it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Ooh, I think I'll get 6 out of this. Just that much to spare. So hopefully this is enough, y'all. Otherwise, I don't think I have any more white mesh. I swear, every time I go to the store, you know when you always have to say, I know I needed something, and then you forget what you needed, and you wind up buying something else that you didn't really need. And I'm just like, oh, good gosh, you know. Snow is in the forecast one day. Next week? Really, Beth? Ay. Oh, Lord. 1 more year to drive. Oh, yeah. I don't have my grandbaby today. She actually came yesterday. I was doing a live yesterday during the day, the morning, and they weren't supposed to come to more closer to the 12:30, so I did one, and it was early, and my daughter was standing behind the camera, like to kind of zap her out if she was, you know, too much, but today I don't have her, but I always get that call, like saying, Mom, because she's a realtor, and you know, you got to go with the flow with it. Yes, spring, I hope winter is not one snap before oh, I know. Up here, it's like I don't plan anything till after the last week of April, because there's always a cold front that comes through, and then anything you've planted is gone. All right, so we're finished up with these, and we're going to use them all. Going to use them all because we got to get on the ribbons. Good Lord. And I see I made a hole here, so I'm not happy with the hole. Ooh. Ooh. So we'll stick one in going on an angle here. Wasn't sure how that was going to be. All right. All right, all right, all right. Oops. Come back, crunch. Crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch. Oh. There we go. That fills it in. Yay. Oh, dog scared me. She's shook. Ah. Let's go on the other side. And I know you can't see me because I'm popping this up because I want to get this done for you guys. I got to do computer work today, and I got to get ready for what I'm going to do for you guys tonight. Rain tonight, snow for the week. Really? You get all that snow more up there, Diana, because you're closer to Pennsylvania border. We lucked out with some of the pockets. I call them pockets down here, where, you know, we sit in a pocket and it kind of goes around us or something, and we don't get it. Which, it's not that I love snow. I do love snow. I like the snow. I like the spring. I like the fall. I like the change of the seasons. I don't know if I can live at this point, at least in my life, in somewhere where the seasons don't change, you know, yet. Up north, that is the highest temp do you get in spring? Wait a minute. For the ones up north, what is the highest temp do you get in the spring and summer? So Tammy, I live in Virginia, and I'm close to Washington, D.C. And during the spring, it's just like, you know, in the wintertime, we can go 20s and 30s, 40s, snows or not. As it gets closer to, we'll get in the 70s. Right now, I think a lot this week will be in the 60s up here. And then summertime, we can get up into the low hundreds. So, it gets hot up here. It gets hot. Guys, I think I may just make it with the white. I think I have 2 left. Oh, pipe cleaners. So let's pray. Come here, handle. God, it's quiet upstairs. What is he not doing? Oh. Ugh. It's not working if it's quiet. I think I may just make it, y'all. Cross your all's fingers. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Probably would like one more. We'll see. Let's see. Let's see. And then I'll count these really quick to let you know about how many I have in here. Hold on. Whoop. Whoa. Hello. Come back. Come back. I'm looking in my basket. Sometimes I have a little pieces cut. I would probably like 2 more on here. Oops. Didn't do that even. Didn't do that even. Oh, lordy, lordy. I would probably put maybe one more. I don't know. Hello? Don't knock the tree over, Cal. Hold on, my dog is knocking my tree over. No, don't knock that over. Hi. You want to come say hi? Say hi. Can you guys see her head? No, you can't. Here she is. Whoa. Let's see if you can see. Oh, she walked away. She walked away. Well, you see her. There she is. My crazy dog. All right. So hold on. Let me put you back. And I just put my thumb in front of the view. Well, what a knucklehead that was. And now I have to wait. Okay. So, let's bring you back down because we're going to make the bow. Bear with. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. I might pull you further back. Let me do that. So, oh, I need one of these fancy dancy cameras here. Let me just pull you up and back. Hold on. What am I stuck on? Hold on, you all. Sorry. Is that still okay? No. I bent this thing too much now, so hold on. There you go. There you go, there you go, there you go. Sorry, you're bouncing up and down. You're on a cruise ship. You're out in the sea. And the boats are rocking. You're not going to see me. But who wants to see me? All right. So, let's put these little things away. Get some of these things out of the way. And we're going to decide on the bow. So, let's decide. I'm going to pull the bows into the middle of the screen so you can see them. Or the ribbon, that is. Look at all this stuff here. Gosh, that's still too close. I'll move it in a second. So, we have, I really like this one. This is a 1.5 inch. Let me put these at the end. This is, oh my God, mesh ribbon. Just like spaced out. I don't know if I'm going to do the daisies. Hold on. I'm rolling them more forward to you. Put this behind it so you can see. There's guys like yelling up there. All right, so these are the ribbons I've kind of chosen, or I think I'm going to use in the wreath. So opinions. So this is my thought, okay? More I look about it, I'm not going to use this. I just don't, I think that's just going to be, not working. We'll take that out. I don't think daisies will work. See, I like the daisies in there, but this is where I was going with some of the flowers, because I thought of the roses, and it's pink and white, and it has the purple background here on this ribbon. Yeah, see, I'm thinking purple too. Purple and white. Marcia, you should have seen all the other ribbons I pulled out. So if I put daisies, which would look really pretty, I have white daisies, little ones, and some bigger ones. I have some daisies in here. There's some daisies in here, and I have these little ones, but I didn't think for the cross. Oops. Let me get rid of some of these pillows. I didn't think for the cross that these colors would, or the style, I guess, would be appropriate. I'm going to pull you guys further out because I want to see you guys. It's driving me crazy that I can't, like, you guys can't see me, so to speak. You don't need to see my iPad and all. Okay. So, my idea my idea, let's see who comes up first. Oh, computer died. There you go. It's half my head, but that's okay. So my idea was using, okay, let's back up. I like just a small bunch. I was thinking of the purple tulips. You know, like if I do the bow and maybe just off on one side a little bit, was one idea I was thinking about, because we got the sash on this and I didn't want to cover, you know, what was to be the sash. So I was thinking just a little bit of flowers on this side. So I was thinking this. I have some purple like this I could use as well. And if I wanted to throw some white in there, I had these like little white roses, because if I was thinking this one with the roses, yeah, that's why I'm thinking the daisies wouldn't go, because I didn't think as appropriate for what I was thinking for this. But, you know, I thought I have like purples like this, and I thought that's why I was thinking I could bring in the white roses, or I do have some little pink roses I could do. And maybe with the bow it may look better than looking like what it is right now. Yeah, I don't think the daisies do all purple. Love the daisies. See, love the daisies, love the purples. I think I'm going to ex-nay the daisies. And no offense, please don't be mad, Tammy. And I wanted to bring in the pink, but I wanted to bring in some green, and I thought, maybe that might be too sparkly. This is like lattice, you know, type look, and it's sheer, and it looks pretty. Oh, I don't have anybody behind me. Oh, I usually have a wreath behind me. And then I had a plaid in here, so which ties in the purple and the plaid from here. But I was thinking maybe keeping it all the purples with a touch of punk, Tammy. Touch of punk? I'm sure you mean pink. Yeah, so that's kind of where I was going. I have some lighter pink too that I can put in. So let's do that. Let's make the bow first. I already have my glue gun and my thing going on here. So I think I'll use this as the base. I kind of like this setup right here. Do you guys like that setup? With those. And I wanted to bring like green in there. So maybe just a plain green. Kind of like that. Flower. One with pink, yellowish, and purple. Pink, yellowish. Wait. Purple and white flowers for the touch, yes. Flower. One with pink, purple, yellowish, purple lattice. Oh, I didn't think about yellow. I could bring in yellow. I have some little yellow flowers. Oh, that might be good. Purple and yellow go good together. Oh no, I just like the daisies. I know. I like the daisies too. It's a pretty, you know, ribbon. Okay, so how about this? I think this might be a good choice. It's not going to be a really big bow, and I've been debating if I don't know if I want streamers or just do a Lisa bow. So a Lisa bow doesn't have all the streamers hanging down. That's a purple, white, and a touch of pink, like Tammy said. Sounds pretty. I do have white, but I thought I didn't want to bring a white in because I thought it would be too much white with this. Oh, but this white might be pretty. If I bring one on the top, this has a little bit of sparkle in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it's see-through. Let me pull the pin out. So it's like a webbing, which might be pretty. I could stick it in between these two. I know, it's confusing, right? Okay, so this is the ribbon choice. I can bring in this for a little sparkle. Like right in between here to break up the two purples together like that. Okay, this is a ribbon choice. We got it. All right, let me turn these upside down and backwards so I do this right. And I think a Lisa bow with no tails. So tails would be streaming down, or one that stays more in here. So here's your choice. So yes for Lisa bow, right? And no for Terry bow. That makes sense? So let me pull out. So this is like a Terry bow because it has, you know, the ribbons hanging down. Okay. And then a Lisa bow. Where do I have a Lisa bow? I have a Lisa bow here. A Lisa bow, your tails don't go anything bigger than what your ribbon is, so it's not hanging down. So yes for Lisa bow, and say the word no for a Terry bow. Lisa, Lisa, Lisa. Or I should say Lisa or Terry, not the word no, I guess. Lisa it is. That was my train of thought too. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. It's a Lisa bow. Oops, get in the drawer. All right. So I'm going to hang this baby up behind me. Oh, I got to let me put a thing on behind it. Hold on. Now this here, this is heavy gauge wire. It's a jute around it. Oops, where are we here? And it has a wire in it, and it's just jute wrapped around it. Yeah, either would be great, but if I'm putting the bow not really center, I was thinking kind of a little bit off center to cover up some of the white. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Now this has a bar here. So when you're doing something, you got to look at the clearance. If somebody's going to hang this with one of the door hangers, you know, if they hang it here, you're up here, so this would be fine. If you hang it from here, this hangs lower. So I'm going to use this because even though there's a bar here, I'm going to use it from here. This is a wire. So let me get my pliers out. So I'm just going to thread this through, and what I'm going to do is just wrap it around the bar. And it's heavy. Not that this is heavy. This is very light. But this is good to use when you're doing grapevine wreaths. Because once you do all the grapevine wreaths, you put flowers and signs and stuff on it. You got to have something heavy to hold them. And I just make a loop like this. Gauge how far down I want it to be. And you can use a pipe cleaner too. Telemarket people driving you crazy. And I'm just pulling it through again. And then I just twist it around the other. Now you could twist it around the bar if you want to. And then I take my pipe cleaners, and the edge of that wire, I just want to make sure is not sticking out, that it's in, you know, around. And that's how it's going to be held. So we'll hang it up behind me for now to get it out of the way. Oh, it looks pretty cool when you see it like that. All right, so let's make our bow. Terry bow it is. I haven't used the bow dabber in a while, I don't think, so we'll use that. It's the same as the easy bow. Or do you guys want me to use the easy bow maker? You choose. Easy bow, or bow dabber. I can use either or. You guys tell me what you want me to use. Because for the bow, you can make it on each. You can say easy, E, or B. Bow dabber. Okay, bow dabber it is. That's the first one I saw. Easy bow. See, I saw bow dabber. Michelle wins. Woo! Okay, so this is here. So as you're making your bow, you can put this in here and keeping it down. Okay, this is the first piece of bow making machinery that I ever had. And I'm going to move it up, and I'll move you closer again. Here comes the seasickness. Whoa! You guys love getting seasick. and I will disappear out of your screen. Okay. Like I said, you don't need to see this mug of mine. All right. Flowers, move out of the way. We don't need you. Let's just curl this up before I have this all over the floor. And put it out of my way. There we go. All right. So this is one I saw, and I'm hoping it will be nice. Oh, can you guys see my spool holder here? Moved in a little closer so you guys can see it. All right. This is from Micheals, and it's actually pretty, I think, good for a bow. Not good for tails, but for a bow, I like the color and everything for it. So that was the beginning piece. I always cut off that part where it bends since it's a new roll. Good morning, Dawn. Did you see it? You know what? Look, here's the cross so far. We're working on it. It's not done. But we did it like this. Now you guys can't see it because I moved you guys in closer. So we did it like this. So it's like the purple cloth is dripping, you know, down off the side. But we can do this in any color. You know, like I know, Dawn, for you specifically, you have firemen and Marines and stuff like that. We could do it for whatever. I went to, oh, you pottery. I hate you that get to go there. And you bought what? Bought white 10-inch mat. See, there you go. I wish I could go to a pottery. Oh. Then again, I was wrong shoes for the shopping. All right. So with the bow dabber, I use my chart here to help me with my inches of how big I want to go and stuff. But usually I'll start, if I want to say my tail, again, using my board here. I don't think I want my tail to be any bigger than 7 inches. And technically, I don't think I want my bow to be any more than 7 inches on each side. So hold that thought, because and let me see. Oh, that's going to be too big. I'm going to have to move my spool holder out of the way. Let me angle you guys more this way so you don't, because I'm not going to be using my, let's see if that works. Yeah, that's better. Because, you know, I'm not going to be using my mesh roller. Let's do 6. So this is old school of how I measure on here. I use my numbers here and I figure out. So if I want it to be 5 inches, I actually go 10 inches, because when you fold it in half, then it will be 5 inches. So that's one way to know. And let's see. Let's try 6. 6. Let's bring my little guy down here. Oh, I think 6 inches might be good. Yeah, up here by me, there's no like these pottery places and everything to do. You just need to plan better. Yeah, that's true. You need to plan better. So I'm putting that in here. This ribbon has no right or wrong side to it, but I'm still going to do the old flip and twist thing. So now that I've taken it apart, I'm using this here. I said I was going to go 6 inches, right? So that's actually 12 inches on here. No, let's do it here. So that makes it 10, 11 inches. 12 inches, 6 inches was good. I'll keep it at that. 10, 12 inches, 12 inches, 12 inches, 12 inches. So that will make it a 6-inch bow on either side, okay? Or 6-inch loop on either side, I should say. So again, I'm just using my lines here so I can do it. So I have it at the 10 and the 6. I'm going to move over this way. I like using the 10. And when you do this bow here, you're going to have hands here, a head, and another hand, and you're going to have 2 loops on this side. And that's what they call at least a bow. So to me, it reminds me like a little gingerbread guy. Okay? And then you cut these off. I usually cut them off a little bit longer, but when we're done, we don't want it. I don't do it when I cut the dovetail. It's not going to be past my loop, technically. All right. So there's my little happy guy. He's waving at you. Oh, good morning, Dawn. I just saw the good morning part. So let me roll up. Now these, you don't get that much on them for Michaels. This is only like 3 yards. So if you're buying these, usually a ribbon, spool of ribbon has about 10 yards. So if it's something I like, I'll rather buy the 10 yards right away. So I'll buy like 3 of these at least. And I do like it, you know, in a bow, not as tails, but in as a bow. And then we were going to put some. Oh, I took it off here. I was like, wait. I missed the step there. All right, so now we're going to flip this around the other way. And we're going to go this way. So I always, for some reason, just dovetail to one side. And again, I go a little bit past, because when I put it in, I'll cut it back. Technically, it will be something like this when you do it, so that you can see the one underneath. But I always go a little bit past. Hello, Miss Connie. How are you? So this time I switched it around. So I'm going to have the tails and the head on this side. And we're going to have the other feet on the other side. Now, when doing this, I usually go down just a little bit. To me, if you look at your finger, if you say on this side here, it's about a ½ inch. It's actually about an inch. I just say, oh, go ahead, Marcia. Don't worry about it. I know you got things you got to do, and your coffee's probably done. And then we'll flip this around, do the same on the other side, and get this going here. And you're just bringing the bow a little smaller, you know, on each layer that you do, a little small in there. Yes. Yes, I'm doing a cross. This is what it looks like here, Connie, or anybody else that just came on. I did white with the purple, like the cloth coming through. And we're going to put a bow and maybe some flowers. We got some choices that we're still working on. So this is kind of how we're doing it today. Oh, we should put it back there. Here we go. All right. And let's go around. Now you can, you know, just take your bow underneath, make sure you're at the same length of it. If you want to make sure you're at the same, oh, look at me, I put too many. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. You can just hold your finger in the middle, bring your bows up, you know, like this to see if they're at the same length. And there you go. Make this one this way. There we go. All right, thank you. Yeah, I went out shopping. I was so, you know, when I was doing my floor shopping yesterday morning, I left like at 8 o'clock because I knew Home Depot and Lowe's would be open. And I was at Lowe's, then went to Home Depot, and then I'm back at Lowe's. And then I wound up saying, okay, now I know what I want. Wait till the designer came, who didn't come till like 4 or 4:30 yesterday. And then we made the final decisions, what to order and stuff. Did you use the cooling racks? What, for my cross? Connie? Hi, Carol. What do you mean my cooling racks? I missed something. What do you mean by cooling racks, Connie? Oops. So this green, I could have done with a darker green, but I wanted a little pop of color. Did you use cooling racks? And you said yes. Huh. What? Wait a minute, Connie. Be more specific. Hi, Tina. We're making a cross. Whoops. But I wanted a little pop of something color. Okay, cooling racks. Okay. No, I don't have cooling racks. This is chicken wire. It is a metal frame, okay? And then it has chicken wire in between that's welded onto the frame. Okay, and then I've already put my, holder on it since I have it up there. And what I did when I did this, I threaded my pipe stem through this way, just like in wreaths, and I twist tied it on this side so I didn't have to go back and cut the wires from behind. My dog. And what I'll do with the wires, the chenille stems or the pipe cleaners, I'll curl them down, after we finish. Just putting that up there. So I could have done a green more in this, but I wanted something a little pop, too. So this has a little bit of a sheen or sparkles or glitter on it. Yes, I got it at Hobby Lobby. Across is the chicken wire. Thank you. Thank you, Diane, for helping. Where did you get your ribbon holder at? This comes with this. This is the next step we'll be going. This is called the fluff box, and this is called a spool holder or ribbon holder, and it's through ProBowWithAHand.com. You can go on her link and look, what you would like to purchase from her. And this ribbon also came from Michaels, and this is actually pretty stiff. So, but I wanted a little something pop of color, on this. Just to kind of pop things so it's not all purple, if that makes good. Yeah, there's all different types of the crosses that you can get, the frame. So it's just a matter of what you're looking for. They come in grapevines, they come in what I have, the chicken wire with it, or just a wire frame. So it's just a preference, Oh, well, that's kind of cool. I didn't know you made it out of that. I love making the crosses. Yeah, see, you got to be creative. You think outside the box. You take something, you look at it, and you can make it, and make something kind of, that people may not think would work for that, and then they're like, oh my God, That's pretty cool and ingenious. There was one lady I saw, she took cooling, what was it, shelf racks? Cooling racks? I gotta think now. And she, zip tied them together to form like a bird cage. And then you could put flowers in it. And it was kind of cool to what she, came up with. And I was like, girls, we're so creative. And gentlemen as well. Because we have some gentlemen. They're just as creative as we are. Alright, so let's bring in the purple again. Oh yeah, I don't think, the only thing that I think that we all invent is how we put it together. You see an idea and, you put your little twist on it, so to speak. And that's the same with wreathing. Everybody can do a cross or a wreath. And depending on the ribbon or the sign and stuff that you choose for it will all depend, My dog heard your dog and went crazy again. She's right. She's about 20 feet away from me. And it's the same guys that have been here the whole time. All the time. And every now and then she'll just let out a bark. But she's gotten better, thank the Lord, after 5 weeks. But every morning when they come, she's like, hey, they're here. Alright, so again, like I said, I cut these a little bit longer, and then I'll bring it back and cut it once we do it. She's a good dog, though. She's a good dog. I will not complain. She's really smart, though. Really smart. Just like her mama. Ha ha. Kidding. Yeah, you know, it's funny because when I was saying, I was doing my floor yesterday shopping. Hey Peggy, how are you? And I, you know, just got like so bummed because I was really trying to find the exact floor that I had. Oh, I may like this on top. Hold this thought. Wait, my brain is going. She's not, she'll come on every now and then, Tina. She's a big dog, so it's not like I can bring her up on the lap. Okay, I like that. I'll see. Let me see if she'll come. Hey, Kai. Come here. Come. Kai, come. She's in her bed. Kai, come. Kai. I'll see if you could see her. Come here. Come here. They want to see you. I can't pick her up because she's too big. Let's see. I gotta wait. There's a delay in the screen here. So there she is. She's a brindle. She's a German Shepherd Lab. Thank you. You can go back to bed. Thank you. You're done. You want to come up here? I don't think you'll jump up. You want to come up? Come here. No. See, she won't jump up. Thank you. No, don't start barking now. I gotta ignore her because she's giving me that look like, hey, does that mean we're going out? So she's a German Shepherd Lab. Her mom was a Shepherd, her dad was a Lab, and she came out brindle. So, but she's very smart. Hello, my girlfriends are there. Go ahead, Laura, that's fine. You can always hit replay on this, or if you want to save it. I have one here. Sadie says rough. See, I'm not paying attention here again. I'm talking. There we go. All right. She's really sweet. She's really good with my granddaughter. Well, you know, she's good with kids. My neighbors really spoil her because their dog passed away. I guess about a year now. This past December. And so when they keep saying they're going to get another dog, they had a black lab and a yellow lab, so they're going to get a brown lab, I guess. I don't know all the colors, but so right now what they do, they bought treats. So every time now, she's learned that when she sees their car come home, she wants to go out, and sometimes I don't see that their car came down the driveway because we share the driveways. She goes running right to the house on the front door, and they're like, okay. So they have, treats set up for her, just for her. How did you get the cross out of the cooling rods? Oh, you know what? You guys, Carolynne, you guys can try Dollar Tree. They has a website. They have a website with that too. Different things that people make out of things. And you may be able to Google that or YouTube it, Donna, and see if that works. I've never made one out of all that. I'm sure you probably have to cut it. Good morning, Faye. How are you? All right. So this is our bow. Let me wind this baby up. We're just having a good old chat today, y'all. Good old chat. All right. Ribbons are done. Move them away off the table here so they're not, that's going to roll. Don't need the pins. See me, I like to clean up as I go. All right, so I am going to, where's my wire? I'm going to put a wire around this first. Actually, I'll do the pipe cleaner. Let's just do that. Now you can use a zip tie, you can use pipe cleaners, you can use wire, whatever your little heart desires. I take the pipe cleaners here, and I'll take them enough so that they don't come untwisted. I'll twist them this way first. And then what I do is this part that's sticking up, I'll take one of the ends and kind of wrap it around like that so that it stays more flat. Okay? So, just pull this up a little. Two ways you can do this. There's no right or wrong. You could do it this way. Just put it on the top. Sorry, you're going to hear the guys vacuuming up there since they're going to be ripping up the floor. I heard some banging. And then just twist your bow. Instead of using your wrist, just twist your bow. Bow looks like crapola right now, but we'll get it going. There's a little hook and a nail. This is the fluff box. I keep saying I'm going to paint mine. I bought myself a handle, and I haven't put it on yet. So I wrap my pipe cleaners around it like that, and I just take the edges and pour them underneath. Okay, now comes the old fluffing everything out. So me, I always just move it around. I'm not going to cut any of my tails, but just enough to get things kind of where I want them. You can start at the bottom or the top. It is your choice, but this is just to kind of get it moving. And then you can do one side, then the other. However you want to do it, it doesn't matter. You go on this side. But just to give you an idea of what the bow is going to kind of look like, okay? And we'll go back, because I have tails that are really long here, and we'll go back. Once I put it on there is when I do all that. No problem. No problem, no problem, no problem. It's always nice, Donna, you know, as well as everybody else, when somebody comes up with an idea and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool, you know, something different. And, you know, to learn, and that's what, you know, we all like to do. We like to teach everybody. We like to learn from somebody, a new little trick, a trade, kind of thing. That one goes to that one. I see that this one got really big here, so I'm trying to make it small. Let's pull it this way. Hold on. My ribbon got twisted there. Let's twist you. And see, this is what's good. I see that my bow is a little bit too big. I want to make it a little bit smaller than the rest. And so I can pull it through. And then I find where the bottom goes to. Bottom goes to here. And I can pull the bottom. I like how the cool one across the Hobby Lobby cross, nice too. Your cross is beautiful. Oh, thank you, Connie. Don't you love the spring hold? Wait, don't you love the spring hold on the Bow Dabra? I do, Kay. That's why I use it a lot. Between the Bow Dabra, this has what they call a spring hold, and it's this way. Well, you can't see from here. So these, as you're you put more ribbon in, and this expands here. These actually have these little sliding things here, so it helps it expand even more, which is kind of neat. And then you have your little doohickey that goes across the top to keep your bow from flopping out. So, and like I said, that's the first piece of bow equipment that I got to use. So, I'm so used to using it. A lot of, you know, like I have my Pro bow down there. I have 2 easy bows and stuff. So I use them all. It just depends. To show how to cut it. Oh, good. I haven't seen how to do the cooling racks, or, you know, from beginning to end kind of thing. Some things I'm kind of lazy at. I'd rather just buy it already done. All right, so let's get our baby down here. And we get to fluff it. I'll fluff this up even more when it gets on here because I squished that ribbon. So now I'm going to stand up. I know I'm not even in the picture as much anyway. Okay. So here comes y'all. Yeah, this is 6-inch mesh, Connie, and I cut them at 15-inch, folded it over, and just scrunched it up. So you can do curls, or you could do it this way, or any other way. You could do, you know, poofs and all, but I chose this way. All right, so y'all, here's the voting part. Are you ready? So I was thinking off-centered a little bit so that you still see the purple. So we're going to say yes if you want it off-centered, Or if we put it centered, we'll put, oh, no, that ain't gonna work. Let's say thumbs up if you want it off centered, and centered would be hearts. All right. Oh, no, it's not a cooling rack. It's chicken wire. So this is a metal frame, and it has like, I'll use the word twigs that they wired around it, and then it's chicken wire. And the chicken wire is welded actually onto the metal frame, Teresa. So we said, oh, now I forgot. What was it? Y'all, I just forgot because I answered questions. So what did I say? Was it yes for the middle? Was it, wait a minute, I love the way you use Yeah, this is to drape like the purple on it. So I see yeses and thumbs up, and I see hearts and thumbs up. Okay, so what did I say? What did I say? Thumbs up for this and hearts here, right? So thumbs up were here and hearts were here. And I think you guys are pretty much, I think it's hearts. So that means in the middle. Connie says off to the side. Thumbs up for off to the side. So you guys like it off to the side a little bit so you can see the purple? Okay. So we'll do it off to the side a little bit. Something different. Oh, Gary says in the middle. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to pop you up. I got my little easel thing behind me. And we'll see how it looks up on here. Look at that. There is life off the table. Ooh, go up higher, little arm. Okay, so let's look at it this way. Most said middle. Okay, let's see. All right, because it might be better from this view than laying on a table. So if we put it in the middle, it will be like that. Okay. If we put it off to the side, it will be like that. I don't know if you could see it as much off to the side. Let me stand on this side. So this is middle. Don't listen to me. I sell more wreaths than I do. Wait, don't listen to me. You sell... Connie, stop. And this is... It's not, you know, the middle's here and the side's here. I'm not going all the way off to the side of the cross. So that's the middle. And I could bring it. I don't want to bring it down. I kind of like it right in the middle there. Or just a little bit off to the side. Side, side, side. One says middle side. Off to the side doesn't look like a cross. Oh, there's a dog. Side. So let's split it. Is that good? Right there? Oh, Diane, you got all capital letters side. Do it right there. So you'll still see part of the cross here. Kai. I don't know who she's barking at. All right. So it's not quite centered. Because here's the center. It's just a little bit off. It's not like so off to the side that it's like, you know. All right, so now I got to weasel through all this. Hold on. I'll put you guys back down 1 second. Let me get one pipe cleaner through here. And I'll show you from behind. So see, now I don't know where you are. I gotta wait. Let me twist tie it. So see where it is as far as being off-centered? Gotta go up. Gotta go up, Carolynne. There we go. So here's the off center as compared to being centered. So it's not like it's terribly off. It's just a little bit off. So I think that will work. All right. So back down you go. Whoa. And I'm going to pull you guys back out. Oh, now you hear banging. That means they're taking up the floor. It's going to be a lot of banging, y'all. Sorry. There you go. Boy, you guys have gotten like a little cruise ship ride up and down the waves today. Yeah, I think this will work, the size. And, you know, I have flowers here, and I thought of flowers. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe not the flowers. All right, so I always start on the bottom, and I work my way up, cutting off my little tails. And sometimes I'll do it on the fluff box. So, again, it just depends. So here, it's not going to go past the purple on here, you know, this big one, because I want to see the loop from down below. So see how you'll see the loop? So that one's done. So now the roses. It's coming up, roses. So just a little bit off of this one. Thank you. Yeah, the bow I think is a good size. I was debating, man, is it too big? Is it too small? Look, I'm going to be tossing this thing around like a ragamuffin. But I think it's good. And I don't know, we might not need flowers on it. We'll see. I didn't make that too sharp of a V. So let's see how this is going to go. There we go. I would put tulips. I do. I have the tulips somewhere. I have the purple tulips. Gary. Yeah, you know, let's cut it. And I still was thinking just a few flowers maybe. Let's cut our ribbon up first. All right, so green is next. And the idea with this is that you are able to see the loop that's underneath. Okay? That's the object. And this is why you do this on a fluff box instead of this, so you're not twirling it all the way around. But silly me decided to do it this way. This one's like super long. Good Lord. Let me just cut this one off big time. Just get it out of my face. Yeah, I think the colors came out pretty good. You know, it's light and dark, you know, to give you contrasting between them. And even though these purples aren't the same here, you know, it brings it, I have the dark purple in here, so it brings it all back together, if that makes sense. And this funny thing, there's no sign in this one today. Dun, dun, dun. It's all ribbon and mesh. But sometimes you don't need a sign because your design says it all. And that's what it's all about. That's fine, Diane. Go ahead. Yes. That is the idea. This is, you know, Easter's coming up. But like I said, you know, if you wanted to do something like this for a grave site, you can choose colors. It doesn't have to be draped like this. You can do a menagerie or a mixture of colors in there for the grave site. But I was choosing this today to, you know, kind of along Easter theme. Oh, we're going to count that. We're going to count that, Connie, because I didn't count as I did because I didn't know how many pieces I used. And the mess count is going to be a little different for everybody depending on how tight you want it. So let me see if I got them all. Spread these out a little bit. So we'll count it. We'll count it. So let's see. So let's see purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 purple. Okay. white, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 43, 46, 47 about of the white. So what did I say? 47 and 21 is what? 40, 60, 47. So that's 68, right? It's about 68. It's a wire frame that has like the twigs entwined, and it's chicken wire in here, Diane. Yeah, you could put this in any room in your house. You want to put it over your bed, whatever it may be that you want to use this for. Put it on your door. You could do it on hanging it from a door. You could do it from a glass door. You can get those suction cup kind of things that go over the door, on that suction cup onto the door. I'm going to move you guys up. I want to see you guys a little bit. I hate it when I'm not in the picture. Not that I should be in the picture, but I just feel like you guys can see me. See me. Yeah, 68. So it's about 68. And I think up here, I probably would add 2 more up here, which I'll probably do off screen because I have to go dig for white mesh to see if I have any more. Because to me, I think it could use about 2 more up here. Yeah. And Diane, if you're thinking of doing this, again, how full you want it, you want to do mixture of colors on it, that's fine. All right, so let's talk flowers. I have my glue pot and my glue gun up here. Let's see if we want to put some flowers on here. Well, I flipped this thing around upside down. This has gone through the washing machine, this poor baby. And I usually do this at the end, but some of these are bugging me. All right. So I do have some purple tulips, and I'm almost thinking, I don't want to put any flowers. Hey, hi, I didn't know you were gone, Barb. Sorry. So if I do, now I can stick these anywhere. I can stick them coming in and out of the ribbon if I want to do that. When you do these, it's really your choice, what you look. But I'm thinking flowers here. I don't know if I want to do things sticking up this way, but maybe something along this line. What do you guys think? Just kind of, like, I'll just stick these underneath here for right now. Just some flowers on this side of it. Small lilies. I don't think I have small lilies. Thank you, Gary. It is for sale at my Etsy shop if you guys want to purchase it. So it's already listed in there. It has a picture of a cross as instead of a live picture. So these are roses, which are here. I got to stand up. I do like the tulips in there. Yeah, see, just a little down, and it covers up a little bit. Kind of idea of here, but I don't want to do anything like this sticking up out of here. I don't want it up here, but I think just a little bit here, and I don't have my bow tied on all the way. Yeah, I just think a little bit of an angle, and not like so much. So we'll definitely use the purple tulips, I think. And I do like the little white roses. Should we add a little pink in there? Oh yeah, I'll definitely separate them. We'll cut them, take them out. Don't worry about that. I love the stuff at the bottom. Wait, I love stuff at the bottom of the cross. So facing down like this. As if to say. But my point is, I didn't want to do anything here. We could do it like on an angle a little bit here. That's a good idea. Okay, so greenery. I have some ficus. Hi. have a little bit of ficus, and I have some white vine. Oh, I don't like that. I think just a little bit of ficus maybe for the background. I'm going to turn this around for me, if you don't mind. I think the pink, just to bring out a little bit pink in the, because I have it in there. Oh, I just pulled that pink off of that. Whatever that went onto. Daisies are gone. I don't think yellow. Yellow's, no. Where did you go to? We'll find you. These are lighter pink. These are kind of weird pink. I like this pink better. All right, so this bouquet go away. Yep. Yeah, I don't want to cover the entire cross. It's just a little bit here because the whole idea is so that you could see the purple cloth. And that's the whole idea. Oh my God, if you saw my floor over here. Oh! All right, time to bring the glue gun and the hot plot. Hot down. Put the glue gun, which I just disconnected. And hot. Whoop, whoop, come here. What are we on? There we go. Hot plate. I'm having fun with you guys today. So we're going to start with the tulips. Just a little bit of ficus in there. And of course my stem cutters are all the way over there. I do have some little yellow flowers, and I was thinking that because purple and yellow kind of go. So like I have little yellow ones. We'll see. This is a create as you go kind of thing, you know? Because it's how you want it to be is up to you. And let me just... Well, thank you, Jess. I appreciate you. Yeah. I mean, each design is different, and you kind of go, and I usually sometimes let the wreath talk to me, so to speak. And, is she in your way? Huh? Is she in your way, Kai? Yeah, it's on my way. Kai, come. Kai. 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 Okay. Just didn't want her to go outside. And I have to go chase her. Oy. All right. So here we go. Now this you can use your mesh. You know, you want to make sure you get it tangled onto something or attached to something. And I'll be doing a lot of standing on this. I would use my board behind me, but I always hate it that you have to see my butt. You know, and then I'm turning my back to you, and I just don't like to do that. Oh, see, that's going to look pretty just like that. And put just a little ficus here, and we'll build it up with flowers. That's fine, Kay. That's fine. Go to lunch. Oh, and I didn't get my happy fingers out. Ooh. And you can use your bow with this too. Help, and you always wiggle and see, make sure. I'm going to mangle my bow. Let me just tighten it a little bit more from behind. Okay. I do like the ficus sticking out like that. Like this one. I'm not sure if Sally's still here. She is kind of quiet. Yeah. We all get quiet from time to time. Oh, just the greenery. Look at just the greenery coming out. Just looks kind of cool. All right, where's my purple tulips? Ugh, get that out of the way. Let's move this over here. Yeah, I don't know about the flowers now. We'll see. Let's see what the tulips look like. I just like the greenery, actually. You know why? Because this looks like a big flower with just the greenery. What do you think of that? Just, I'll put some more ficus in here. And I'm thinking no flowers. After seeing this, I kind of like this. You know, because when you get the palms and you put it, just put a few flowers in there. But I do want to put some more greenery then in here. Where did that other ficus piece go to? I see the word no. Yes, flowers. Okay, gotcha, 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 gotcha. There was just like a big hole in there. Noise, noise, noise. Yeah, that fills the hole a little bit. And of course the flowers will fill it too. Okay, flowers are going in. Flowers are going in. Okay, now I'm happy with that. So my bow is getting all crazy, but that's okay. We'll live. Purple tulips, where'd you go? Let's just cut these all off. Look how easy that is. Let's see how we want these to go. These come with 2 different leaves, and I don't like, not sure I like those really spiky leaves. Bring it down more? If I bring it down more, I can do that. I can lengthen it a little bit. I can do that. Why is my purple all the way on this side? Here it is. That's why. I can bring it down more. Oh, that has that green thing on it. I don't know, these just don't look pretty on it. I'd rather have it have no leaves and kind of just stick it in with the ficus like this and just have it peering out. What do you guys think? But not do how like you like, sweetie. Oh, I know, Tammy. I know. But you know what? You guys have good suggestions on things sometimes. And, you know, I may not think of it that way. And then you guys come up with an idea and I'm like, oh, that's a cool idea. Oh yeah, I can bring it down like that. The greenery like that. That would look nice. So where do I want to cut that? Back up here about. I'm gonna cut this one off. Like that. That looks pretty. I have not seen it go. That's my eyes on the phone. I need to movie screen. I think that looks nice like that. I actually just like it with the greenery, but I do like it with the flowers too. No, I don't. And I'm not going to bring flowers down here. It was just to come around here a little bit. But I do like the green coming down like that. When you think of Palm Sunday, you get the palm, you know, leaves, you know, at church. I'm Catholic, so it does look like it's cascading down. So maybe just bring the flowers this way and not go this way. So let's just stick these guys in and just see kind of how they will look. And we can always change it. Can always change it. That looks kind of cute. So we said maybe a few yellow. So let's see what yellow looks like in there. We got pink. And I haven't glued these in. It's just to get ideas. I don't like that green thing in there. So we're just sticking it. I'm listening. I'm reading your comments and trying to do it at the same time. So if I'm not, you know, responding, I'm like, okay, put it in between the purple. I saw. I do like I do like that in there. I don't know about the pink. Oh, not that pink flower. These. Where do my clippers go? And these I haven't cut to size or anything. Maybe not the tulips. So you see the purple from underneath. How about not putting purple tulips in and just using just a few of these, the pink and the purple, the pink and the yellow, and just putting them in the space, because I think these, you know, I don't know, I just don't like it. A softer pink. I have pink tulips. I think. Hold on. No. That's going to be too big. Oh, maybe not. I don't like that. But I have these little roses. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, the white ones. The little white roses. And I think just going this way. You think, Tina? And these I can bend to flip them up a little bit so you see more of the rose. It's not like hanging down. Does that make sense? I think something just like that. Here, I'll angle you guys back up. These are not in, so they may fall out. But let's see what it will look like hanging up. Here you go on your crazy ride again. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Oops, cords. Ooh, computers and cords. These are going to fall out, so. Well, don't fall out. Something like that. Just very lightly. You think? Oops. Now I could separate the tulips out. Don't worry about that. There's shades of purple on the tulips. There's some are dark and then it goes to light. So that's what I think throws everybody off. I like the lighter ones in there. Oh. See if we can get it to stay. Didn't I have another white flower in there? Where did the other white flower go? Oh. I think just a little bit. The lavender, this is the closest to lavender that I would have, because these are really dark, these ones here, and I don't, it blends in too much. I think with the white, with the purple looks fine. I think just like that kind of thing. You know, just a little bit of flowers, let the green stay here, still let the cross show through, you know? And I think that's going to be the kind of the route I think I'll go. Something is throwing off. I can't detect it. Detect yet? Oh. I don't know. It may be because I don't have the flowers actually glued in. And that may be throwing you off. Oh, that's my floor being tucked on. Yeah, I can mix them in. Like I said, I don't have these in. I think I lost the white flower. It's on the floor again. But just to give you an idea, I think something like that. Just a little bit of flowers like this. I don't think anything more. And I can split the tulips up. You think? I can't change the greenery. I glued it in there, Gwen. Yeah. So let's bring this down because I work better down. And you guys can see it coming down. See how far down I got you now. I hate it when it's this delay like this. There we go. That's not too bad. I'll turn it around this way. So let me pull out the flowers because they're not glued in. And I'm going to start with the yellow because I think the yellow was the prettiest of them. Just sticking it in, and I'll do it in layers. So you think the ficus is too long now? Oh, hot. I can cut it back. Let's stick some flowers in, and we can always adjust the ficus. I can always cut it back. Oh, I need my happy fingers because I always burn myself. Yes, because there's a big hole right here. I call it the hole. So I want some flowers up there. I won't intermingle them, so they're not like laying on top. You could take your leaves and move your leaves in between it so it looks like it's a part of it. I do like the pink. The pink came out kind of cool on it. Tina says no. What is Tina saying? And I jiggle it a little bit to make sure it's adhering to something. Bring it going down the bottom of the cross. I can do that. Once I put these in, I can't take them out. A little peekaboo. It's my white. I'm trying to read all your comments. The greenery, pretty, yes, okay. The white and bring out the white in the mesh. Bring it down a little. Just Put a little flowers at the top. Love the purple cross for Lent. I am Catholic. Yay, Tracy. Did I miss them all? Okay. I think I'm caught up on all y'all's things. See right here. Let's bring that up and through. Wrong side. There we go. There we go. Whoops. Now I got to scroll back up. Wait a minute, Tina. What did I miss? The greenery I'm talking about. Gotcha. I got you in the greenery. I understand. I think you're talking about this piece being too long down here. So I got that. But you know what, Tammy? They're good comments. That's fine, Diane. They're good. Like again, you see it from one angle, I'm seeing it from another angle, and I may not see what you're seeing. And sometimes there's delay on the comments coming up because the phone sees it first here, so your comments get delayed. Although if I do it on here, it'd probably be about the same. I don't know if I have it going. The comments keep coming. Hey Tamara, how are you, my dear? Oh, I'm frozen on there. We're making a cross wreath. We're just playing around here with some of the flowers. We said we were going to add some tulips. Now these tulips I could split off. I could make a little stem for it. Let's see. Hold on. So when you have things like this, I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha, Tina. And it's wobbly, you know, you don't have anything to stick it on, or it doesn't have a piece of wire. This is what you can do. My little pieces of wire from other projects. So I save my wire, and I have little pieces, you know, from when you do these greenery pieces as well. And I'll make my own little thing to attach it to the tulip. Okay, so I gotta look and see where you guys are to where I am. Okay, come forward, forward, forward. So I'll do this and I'll just wrap the wire and all around it. And I'll be creating my own little pick. I don't have one of those pick machines or anything like that. And I'll just create my own. So see, my flower will stand up and I just wrap the wire around. Is all I'm doing. So you can create it. And then cut it for whatever length. Now, I don't know how long I want to do this. Tulips are wonky. I don't think I'm going to put the tulips in. They're kind of wonky. They're kind of wonky, the tulips. They don't. I'm not putting them in. I don't like them. They're just wonky. I don't know. That's the best word I can put. But let me turn this up. All right. So she thinks too much here. So I can cut this back. Let's cut it back here. We'll leave this one branch here. Sorry, I'm looking at it from my view. Flat if it told you. I love having the comments. I love having everybody's opinion. Yeah, is that better, Miss Tina? See, it's just a one little string coming out instead of that big bush. I think that looks fine. What, I feel like I'm missing something. Is it here? I think it's here. We have the one white piece. Maybe it's just if I pull the bow up. That's a little bit better. The lady asked for her opinion when finished. This is the lady dressed with lipstick and hair. And the lady asked for our opinions, and when finished, it was a lady. Whoa, what did I miss there? Tamara, we're all giving opinions, LOL. You'll fall out if you don't. And you may. What? They're all giving opinions, LOL. You would fall out if I told you and it was made out of a Dollar Tree trash can. Okay, I missed something. But it's not a Dollar Tree trash can. Alright, so let's put this back up here. I'll zoom you guys out for one last time. We'll see how it looks and see if you guys like it the way it is. Because I don't know if I want to add anything more. Zoom it up. I just took you out of the cradle. Hold on. Hold that thought. Your cradle, my cradle. Cradle. Seasick. Seasick. So what do you guys think like that? I don't think... Big mesh right there. And it's crooked right there. There we go. Now I gotta go back up. Okay. The pink and the yellow, then it will be perfect. Between the pink and the yellow. This, are you talking right here? Tammy? Let me move this closer. My second, the lady got our opinions on the trash can. Oh, I must have missed that, Tammy. So you think I should cut this off here? Curl it back and see if you like it better that way. Thanks, Barb. It's crooked. So is that good? You know, with it curled back like that? Did I curl it back? Did it come uncurled? It's just, if I take those 3 leaves off, it will look like that. So leave it with it. So should I just leave those 3 little leaves down? Okay, so let's say thumbs up if I should leave the leaves down. Hearts if I should curl it up. Thumbs up for down. Okay, thumbs up wins. Thumbs up wins. I think that's just enough flowers. I don't want to put anything more. I think that's it. Fine! I think that's done. I think it's done. And it still gives the purpose of what you see with the purple here. Because you can still see it all the way through. And the white, you know, gives the definition between the two. I got to cut all those off. So I think it's done, ladies and gentlemen. That was a long one, wasn't it? But that's because we chit-chatted. And I like chit-chatting with everybody. So, like I said, this is available in my shop. I think I have it for $55, which isn't, you know, too expensive, I don't think. Thank you, Tammy. Go ahead, Diana. I'll talk to you later. I don't know what I'll say. It's in my Etsy shop. And it's in NonnasNuttykrafts, all one word, in Etsy. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. Do you have anything with a purple flower? The other thing I had purple-wise were these things. But I don't like these in here. These come in a cluster. It's like a cluster like that, and I don't think it would be, I think it would be too much. And I did have some, it's like purple daisies and stuff, but I don't know if I want to put any purple. I think I like it the way it is. Hi Sandra, how are you? This is what we're making today. Is a cross with the purple like sash or cloth going through. And I'm going to fix my bow because I mangled it doing all that. And it drives me crazy. You know how we are. We can sit here all day long and we'll just fluff and fix our bow the entire day. And then we'll walk by it if it's hanging up and we'll do the same thing again because we see something different that we didn't like or that we missed on the first round. So that's what we do. That's our jobs. But anyway, all right, y'all. So I'm going to stop here. I will be doing a live tonight. This is a hint of what it may be. But you'll have to find out what the rest of it is. All right? You're welcome, Tammy. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. You know, it's less stress sometimes in the morning. People don't, have to worry about kids or if they're not going to work and chill, whatever. So, but I'll see you guys later tonight. So look for a broadcast or a thing on Facebook, notification. All right. But if you like, and if you type the word alert in here, you'll get a message from my little friend. And in the messenger, you have to type alert in there again in order to get on. Subscribe and all to it. So, and that way you get it. And also do it here. You can swipe up on the page or hit those 3 little dots, type anywhere on the page and it'll hit the notifications. So you'll also get it on Facebook in case my little robot is out to lunch with her little friends. All right. Thanks, Tracy. Yay. And like and share this page, you guys. The more fun we have with everybody. And I enjoyed everybody, giving their opinions and everything today. It's so much fun. I try to keep you guys interactive because otherwise you just sit there and it's like kind of boring. So anyway, you guys have a nice day. Thank you for coming to NonnasNuttykrafts. And I'm Carolynne and I'll see you later tonight. Bye-bye.